The concept of a satanic new world order is a vague and unfounded notion that has been perpetuated by various conspiracy theories. However, exploring the idea that climate change propaganda is being used to oppress individuals, it is essential to examine the role of power structures in the dissemination of information. Climate change has become a pressing concern globally, with many governments, organizations, and individuals advocating for immediate action to mitigate its effects. Some argue that the climate change narrative is being manipulated to control people's lives, impose draconian measures, and restrict individual freedoms. This perspective suggests that government and other powerful entities are using the issue of climate change to push their agendas, which may include increased taxation, regulation of personal choices, and a shift towards a more authoritarian governance model. Proponents of this view point to the fact that climate change policies often involve significant government intervention in the economy and people's daily lives. For instance, measures such as carbon pricing, restrictions on travel, and regulations on food production and consumption can have far-reaching impacts on individuals and businesses. They also argue that the emphasis on climate change can be used to distract from other pressing issues such as economic inequality, social injustices, and political corruption. Moreover, the climate change narrative is often characterized by a sense of urgency and alarmism, which can be used to justify drastic measures and silence dissenting voices. This can create a culture of fear, where individuals are coerced into conforming to certain norms and ideologies rather than being encouraged to think critically and engage in open debate. The role of mainstream media in amplifying the climate change message, often without providing a balanced perspective, can further exacerbate this issue. However, it is crucial to acknowledge that climate change is a real and pressing issue, with significant scientific evidence supporting its existence and the need for urgent action. The exploitation of the climate change narrative for political or ideological purposes does not diminish the importance of addressing this global challenge. Instead, it highlights the need for a nuanced and balanced approach, one that takes into account the complexities of the issue and the diverse perspectives of individuals and communities. Ultimately, the relationship between climate change propaganda and oppression is complex and multifaceted. While it is essential to be aware of the potential for manipulation and coercion, it is equally important to recognize the genuine need for collective action to address the climate crisis. By promoting critical thinking, open dialogue, and inclusive decision-making processes, we can work towards a more equitable and sustainable future, one that is not dictated by the interests of a powerful few, but rather by the needs and aspirations of all people. In conclusion, the idea that climate change propaganda is being used to oppress individuals is a topic of debate, with some arguing that it is a tool for control and manipulation, while others see it as a necessary measure to address a pressing global issue. As we navigate this complex landscape, it is essential to remain vigilant, to question the information we receive, and to demand transparency and accountability from those in power. By doing so, we can ensure that the response to climate change is guided by a commitment to justice, equality, and human dignity, rather than by the interests of a select few.